I'd like to give a little video here, and my subject will be the elders at the kingdom halls throughout this world. The elders are enforcement officers for the cult leaders in Warwick. The 8 governing body, those 8 old bent men, all their laws and bylaws is circled down through every kingdom hall, and they use elders to enforce their little laws. If there was no elders, there would not be any cult tower. They would have no one to enforce it. So, what is it about being an elder that is so great? Why would anyone want to be an elder? Unless he made good money? Or what is it? If he's not making good money, or no money in this case, why does he want to be an elder? Well, it's just like anything else. We can go back into thousands of years, and there's always been some kind of elder philosophy or beliefs, such as wanting power. Power, absolutely. This is what elders serve the cult tower for, is power. They don't care nothing about money. They love that publicity of being an elder. They love it when they walk into a kingdom hall and the zombies look up to them. Oh, there's Elder Brown. Oh, he's so righteous. Oh, God love him. See, this is why they serve, or why they hold on to that power. They will let children be molested. They will let families be broken up, as long as they can carry the title of an elder. Ministerial servant's the same damn thing. A ministerial servant is reaching out to be an elder, so he can have all that power then. See, one is one step away from the other. Before you are a ministerial servant, before you are an elder, you have to be a ministerial servant. So, what the ministerial servant will do is kiss butt and do all that with the elders until he can get his turn up there and sit on judicial committees and direct the field service and direct the bookkeeping, direct the account, or whatever. They all got some kind of made-up junk that they enforce. But their biggest love is when they're assigned to a judicial committee. Oh, they love that. When they get put on a judicial committee, and if there's 3 elders appointed for that commission to carry out some kind of charges on some zombie, he committed something against their wishes or their laws, whether it be stealing something, adultery, or questioning the cult tower, some kind of charge that they want to put on somebody. And when they go in that office, their mind is already made up, because that's the way it's set up. They don't come to that conclusion. They are already at the conclusion before the meeting ever starts. So they will disfellowship someone, and the disfellowship person will leave in shame, and then he'll spend maybe 4 or 5 months begging a man now, to let them come back and be spoken to again. Say, they don't gain nothing by going back. They just love it when people will speak to them again, those who have the same wishes of a paradise earth, or some kind of stumped up junk that only it's a fairy tale of a paradise. It's not a fairy tale as far as the Bible goes, But it's not, it's a fairy tale as far as the cult tower is concerned. They have nothing to do with the paradise. Nothing. It's only something they use to hold over people's heads that they can control it, whether they get into that paradise or not. And people believe that nonsense. They believe that nonsense that if they abide by the elders, abide by Warwick, abide by the cult tower, they will eventually get into the paradise. So getting back to these elders that hold judicial committees, they love it when they get appointed to one, because once they're appointed to one and get on that commission and render their decision, they get their rocks. I will go no further with that comment, but they get their rocks. Yes, they do. Now, a lot of y'all know what I mean by that, especially you men. But this is what's going on. Let no one tell you that the elders are serving for love of Jehovah. No such thing. They're serving it for their prestige, their power, and looked up in the marketplaces, like the Walmart, oh, there's Elder so-and-so. Say, they love that. They love that. They would pay $100 a week to be on that elder. They would. They don't care if they get any money out of it. They don't care. They'll pay to do it. Can you imagine that? Paying a cult, a rich cult, operating out of New York, a rich cult, and they believe that nonsense, or they pretend they believe it. I believe most of it is pretend. See? And all those zombies, the rank and file, they pretend they believe it too. I don't really believe they really believe it. Because if you would corner them one-on-one, off the record, and ask them, do you really believe this nonsense? Come on, Joe. You really believe this mess? What do you think you would get? You'd get an answer. See? And I guarantee you a lot of them will be, no, not really. See? Not really. See? But I'm dedicating this here video to a friend of mine, Annette Carter Black. Now, she is an activist up in Ohio who just had a demonstration in front of a Kingdom Hall up there where she lives. And that was in about 44 minutes. She had a video on there, and she had help from other people. They had signs up condemning the cult tower for child molestation, which is their cup of tea. And it lasted, I think, 44 minutes. But Annette, on her microphone, preached their funeral. And you could see people going in and out the Kingdom Hall. And they pretended that Annette was not out there. They pretend that, see. They know they're out there, but they pretend, see. And when they get in their cars and ride by Annette Carter Black, they see her, but they pretend they didn't see her. And they pretend they didn't see the signs she had out. They saw the signs. They saw them. See? But Annette did a great job. God bless her. And I just wish I was there with her, because I think I would have been a little more harder on them. See? I know myself. I wouldn't let them get away with just being there when they were leaving, or just before the meeting started. I don't know exactly how it came out, but I think I would have did a few more things, more militant. More militant is what that's the word I was looking for. I would lambaste them a little harder. They are lovers of children. That's what they are. And I was been saying, any stranger that's going into that Kingdom Hall today, if you have children, and you go into a meeting and you're just studying with them, make sure if your child has to go to the bathroom, you walk that child into that bathroom. And stay there till that child is through. And when they're through, you take their hand and go back to that seat until that cult talk is over. And then when it's over, get out of there, go into the parking lot, get into your car, and lock the door and get the hell home. Now, if you're in there at that Kingdom Hall with your child, and the child has to get a drink of water, go to that water fountain with that child. Because there are pedophiles in there. Pedophiles. That's what is in there. It's all over the world, but the zombies don't believe that. They pretend they don't believe it. I don't know which it is, but I think it's pretend they don't know it. They know it. Because they would be leaving the definition of a human being if they did not believe it or know it. Because a human being is curious. He wags his tongue. He's curious. He wants to know who did what and who did this and who said this and who didn't say that. Say, that's the way a human being is. They'll sneak on YouTube. They ain't going to tell nobody. But they'll sneak on YouTube to see what's going on. What are the cults, what are the apostates talking about? See? But they're not going back to the hall and tell the one that they saw something on YouTube. They're not going to do that, see? But they'll do it out of curiosity, see? That's a human being. He can't kid me. See? Like some people will pretend, I don't watch porn. I've never seen it. They're a lie. They're a lie. Out of curiosity, they have seen it. Yes, they have. Say, well, they'll swear to God that, not me, not me. Well, don't believe it, friends. Don't believe it. And getting back to Annette Carter Black up there in Toledo, Ohio, I believe it is. She did a great job, and God bless her. I wish I was there. But she did a great job. And that poor girl was done wrong when she was a young woman. And she's not an old woman now. But she was a younger one then. But it was somebody in a Kingdom Hall or a cult hall that did her wrong. Okay. She remembers that. But none of them ain't gonna listen to her. See? They'll go their merry way. They'll run into the hall with their briefcases. They don't hear her. They don't hear her. But this lady was done wrong. Somewhere down the line she was done wrong. It could have been right in that same Kingdom Hall. I don't really know. Only Annette knows that. See? But these zombies going in and out that Kingdom Hall. And then when you see 3 or 4 elders going in too with their briefcase. Have you ever seen an elder without a briefcase? They carry the briefcase because it makes them feel like a lawyer, see? It makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel powerful. They're getting their reward in full by people looking up to them, see? They don't want no money for doing all this work. They're rewarded with their power field. Their power. I'm an elder. I'm an elder. People look up to me. Yeah. But Johnny Newsom was in that damn Kingdom Hall. I wouldn't look up to you. I look down to you. See? I used to have a lot of respect for the elders. That's when I didn't have no mind of my own. See? I was fooled like all the rest have been fooled. See? You believe that nonsense. Halfway. See? But This video was dedicated to Annette Carter Black, and I dedicated it to the elders who are misleading the whole world. They're upholding the cult tower. That's their mission, to uphold the cult tower. I hold them more responsible than I do those 8 old roosters up in New York that are bent over looking for liquor or something like that. That's why they're bent over. You know, a man walking bent over at my age, you know, I ain't bent over yet, but I see some men 20 years younger than me, bent over. But when you're bent over, you're usually looking for something. Or it's a growth in your back or something like that. And when it comes down to a Jehovah's Witness, they're looking for, looking down at something, I don't know. Looking down at others or looking for money, I don't know. But anyway, friends, I'm going to close this here brief talk. And I haven't did a talk in a long time because I got sick of it. I did. I got sick of it. But Annette Carter Black influenced me, encouraged me to put something on here. I've been away too long. See? But I want them elders out there to know that I'm still alive. I'm still alive. And I know y'all are too. But you guys ain't fooling nobody. You ain't fooling the apostates. You're not fooling the activists. You're probably not even fooling those that go there. See? Because if they sneak any looks on YouTube, you ain't fooling them, see? You ain't fooling them. They go along with it because they're still screwed up in the head. They're screwed up in the head. It's hard to shake that cult mess. Even when you leave it, it's hard to get rid of it. See? So friends, I'm going to thank y'all for watching this video, and I'll be back again. God bless all y'all, especially Annette Carter Black, the dear sister up there in Ohio. She'll keep them on their toes. I know she will. Thank you, friends. Thank you.